this is like fun with other, running friends. So I'm like, I'm going to do it because I knew it would put me in a good mood.
You are my BRF.
What's happening, Erika?
There for your victory lap.
Yeah.
Whoa!
How did that happen?
How did you do that?
And all of a sudden I go to zip it up and I'm like, why is the zipper in the front right now? 0 out of 10 on the recommendation scale.
I am literally crying from laughter and from so much love. Oh my God.
It's like I see off for your cornhole.
And he just smashed Arnie like that and said, you stay out of this, Arnie. And I thought,
But I don't run to stay sober. I get to run because I am.
And there she was, a halo over her head.
No, it's not very true. Okay. And he steps to the side and just gestures. Here's the tinkle pot. I don't need to tinkle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to episode 161 of the On the Runs podcast. We are 3 sleeps away from the Boston Marathon, and I'm sure you're all trying to shake out those nerves and those jitters. You're checking the weather and you're carving up. Today, we have our final couple Boston Fundraisers to highlight, and we're going to figure out our plans for Saturday. But first, before any of that, I must say hello to my kick-ass rock star of our co-host, 6-star Erika. What's up?
What is going on, my friend? Let me just tell you, if I haven't told you lately, I love your intros. So much energy in them, and they just make me giggle every time.
Well, anything I can do to cheer you up, because you've had a couple of days. It's
Yeah.
Right now is Friday Eve, as I like to call it. It's Thursday night. The episode's
Friday,
dropping a day later, and you've had a couple rough days. Can you tell us how Scooter's doing?
Yeah, I had a little bit of a scare with my good buddy Scooter there. He had a urinary blockage, and I get home on Tuesday. We were supposed to do a recording, and I had to bail because we were like, oh no, something is wrong. Something is wrong with my buddy. So we took him right to the emergency vet, and they're like, good thing you brought him in. This could have been worse, like way worse. And so they had to put in like a catheter, unblock him, and he's just been there for the past few days, and I want my buddy back. But
He's still there. So he's still there.
Yeah.
When do we think Scooty's coming home?
Tonight. As long as he can go pee on his own once they take his catheter out, I get to take my buddy home because I
Scooter,
miss him so
you can
much,
do
but...
it, man. Go pee, man. It's like me telling my boys, come on, guys, are we going to go on the potty today?
Yeah,
Are we going to go on the potty? Well, I hope the best for him. I'm glad I could cheer you up.
Me too. I appreciate you. Yeah, but you know what else cheers me up a bunch? Our
What?
Special guest for the Tros.
Another special guest?
You are treating me right this week, man. But tonight I am super pumped to welcome, as always, Tara Pterodactyl. Yay, my Tara girl. How you doing?
What is up, guys? This is awesome. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. I actually just finished your latest episode with Becca Peasy. She is pretty cool. I know you guys have been trying to get her for a while. So
That's great. Well, haven't been trying. We just wanted her for a while. We waited for Boston.
We're saving her for a special occasion.
Yeah, we've been talking about her for a while.
Yes,
but had to save her for the right time, which you definitely did. It was a great episode. But I will say, I am not babysitting the guest that you nominated me to babysit Monday
yes, you
at the
are.
Boston Marathon.
What are you talking about?
Not it.
You know what? You don't have to babysit her if she doesn't get shit-faced.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
weren't we gonna just switch out her regular beer for
somebody
some
said that. Someone's like, how about some NA beer?
I'm going to poke a needle in her cans and have it slowly leak and be like, oh no.
Let's just hope she doesn't think to shotgun it.
Nothing's off the table with that one.
Hey, you know what else I took from that episode, though, with Becca Peasy? I did some thinking. I don't even think this is a hot take. I think this is like a realistic chance of happening. She mentioned Dave McGilvery quite a bit. They're friends. They're very close friends.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine one day, I can envision that one day when Dave McGilvery steps down, Becca Peasy is the next race director of the Boston Marathon.
Ooh.
And she would continue the tradition of getting a ride at the end of the race back to the starting line and running it herself.
I could absolutely picture her doing that. Yep. She would do the Boston Marathon so much justice. And then, of course, she'd have to continue her streak. She's got 21 years this year. and then she's got to keep it going. So of course.
Yes, I could see that happening. So
That's a really great theory.
Yeah,
I mean, I would put money on that.
Couldn't you see it? I could.
Are there current odds right now? Could we find out?
I hope that Dave
Is this on DraftKings?
I hope Dave has a long career as long as he wants as Boston Marathon race director. But if he does happen to retire, think of Becca. I think she'd be great.
Yeah, she did say that she loved race directing. So
yeah,
and they're really
clicked.
close. So what a great way, just.
I mean, you got that connection, local legend, local girl, it would be amazing.
We need a part 2. I'm just telling you right now. We need a part 2 with her because there's so much more that we could have dove into.
I will say, I'm like, I wish there was more. And I know that you guys are limited with time and stuff, but like, she is one of probably 5 guests that I could be like, okay, we need a part 2, maybe even a part 3. Because like, I feel like we barely cracked the surface with her. And she has probably so many epic stories because she's just like, Ironmans to marathons. She's run a marathon in like all 50 states, times 2s. She's won them, which I was like, I didn't realize that she was that fast. I was like, that's pretty cool.
She's super fast. Yeah. She's great.
That's awesome.
I really just want to pick her brain mostly about the states because, I've got my own journey going on and there's so many states I haven't been to. I'm not even halfway there yet. So I need some suggestions for especially some of like the Midwestern kind of states.
Right. Exactly. Same here. I'm not as motivated as you and I'm just doing halves.
Hey, that is still motivated. That is
trying
absolutely
to do 50.
Motivated.
And I would consider doing the 7-continent half marathon challenge, not the full. I would die
still
if I did the
a lot
full.
Of fun.
I disagree. I think if you do that, if the opportunity happens, it has to be full marathon. I'm on board with your 50 states a half. That's fine. Or like Patrick wants to just run in all the states, that's fine. If you get the opportunity to do 777, it's got to be a marathon.
I just don't know if my body could hold up.
Why not up
your
the
body
ante,
has
though?
the rest of your life to recover. It's 7 days of your life.
Yeah, I'm going to be recovering in a casket.
They should up the ante though, have like the half a marathon and then just a couple extra miles, do a 50K, get ultras.
You could be Erika. Imagine they do that and you could be like the first woman from New Hampshire to run a 50K in 7 days in 7 continents.
Then I might actually die, but that sounds fun as hell.
We'll have Erika do 100 miles.
Oh God.
777. That 100 miler.
So
I don't think that's possible.
I'm not sure what it is yet, but that's probably it.
What's the world record for a 100 miler? Do you know?
Like speed wise, like for one? Oh
Yeah.
God, probably like 8 hours or something.
Yeah, I was gonna
12
say,
hours. Like
I think that would even be
ridiculous.
tough.
Yeah.
To do 7 times, 7 days. Yeah, that would be tough. But and lots of great world race and 777 love and action. We got more coming too. But girls, don't get off topic.
Mm-hmm.
It's Boston weeks and 1 sleep until we go to the Expo. 3 sleeps, 3 for Dale until the Boston Marathon.
Wait, what about the people that are not running the Boston Marathon that are hyped up for the 5K?
Yeah.
That's in 1 sleep, baby.
I've been training for 2 days for this. I'm pumped for it.
Oh, man.
Speaking of that, congratulations, Tara. 700 days of a run-walk streak.
Hell yes.
And it's only been 706 days since major back surgery. So
Yep.
Pretty
Those
impressive.
are unreal numbers, dude. I am so proud of you.
Crazy.
It's more impressive than Erika's 1 mile run-walk streak because she didn't have back surgery a couple days before.
That is correct.
Well, you know what's I think unique about mine is it's been outside too. So I've
You don't
literally
see me
fared.
out there. Mm-mm.
I've fared like hail, wind, sleet. I'm like a mailman.
I'm
go
gonna
out,
give you
doesn't matter what the weather is. I still
a
deliver.
golf clap. for
So yeah, I've had some rough days where I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna like? I have to do a mile outside in this
that. Mhm.
to the point where like my boyfriend has driven me to a parking lot and he sat in the parking lot while I did circles to get my mile in because he's like, I don't want you outside in this. So
That's
I got to
getting
thank my
done no matter
support crew.
what. Well done. Well done.
But yeah, you know what? It's just like what's that? They say it takes 21 days to create a habit, and honestly, like I've been doing it for it'll be 2 years next month, which is wild. But it's like it's a part of my life now, and it's just like you know what? I hope I can do it forever.
Good. And it's funny because at this point, there's so many days like behind you that like, I swear it for me, I will have to have broken like both of my legs and not
Right?
physically able to walk in order to break my streaks.
So there was one day where I don't know if you guys remember this, but I slipped in my bathroom and I smashed my head open on my bathroom
Wait,
sink.
when was this?
This was November of the year that I started my streak. And I went to the ER at like 4 a.m. I got 3 stitches in my head. I had 2 black eyes. And I'm like, my boyfriend's like, you are not. And he left and I went outside and I put like a hood on and a hat. And I was walking down the road and he drove by and he was so mad at me. And he's like, you literally have a concussion. And I was like, but it's a streak.
But I'm not running.
He's like, you look like Rocky Balboa. Your freaking face is purple. You get stitches in your head. I was like, I can't break the streak.
I love it. That's commitment. That's commitment.
It is, yes.
Yep.
So hey, you did mention it. The two of you are excited for the 5K on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What time are you waking up in the morning and getting there? What's your game plan? Let's talk about Saturday.
God, yeah. It's going to be a very early start. To begin with, the race starts at 8 a.m. So I think Tara's going to come over to my house. I'm going to do the driving this time, and we're gonna drive, take the T into the city. But I mean, 5 o'clock wake up call, maybe a little earlier. I got to make sure I can, poop before we go. So I'll see what I can do. But yeah, we are starting early, and we are spending the entire day in Boston.
I'm so excited. We have like so much time coming up together. It's going to be such a great week.
You're going to get so sick of me.
This is my jam. So I'm the early morning girl. So just beware that when I show up to your house at 5:30, I'm going to be like a 10. I'll try to bring it down to like a 6 so I don't annoy you.
Well, we can put some jams on in my car and that'll wake me up. I don't do coffee, so loud music will have to do. And I know what kind of music you like, and we're on the same page. So I think it'll be a fun ride down.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have a blast regardless. But yeah, so 5:30, I'm going to Erika's, and then we're going to hop on the train, and then we're going to head into Boston and get the day kicked off with the 5K, which we have so many people that are running. I'm sure a lot of people have the BAA app on their phone. I'm tracking my marathon fam, but I'm also tracking my 5K fam.
Oh, awesome.
So I added some people that I know were running. I actually put a poll up in my story the other day to see if people were running. I said, are you running? Yes, no, or cheering. So there's actually a few people. So we've got a lot of pod fam, and I can't wait. Like I'm excited to see a lot of people that most of the people I've met, some people I haven't.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to that, I think, the most. But they changed the course of the 5K this year.
So cool.
It's a good change.
Yes, it's awesome.
Usually people hate change, but this is a good one.
Yeah, no, this is a good change. I don't know about you, Erika, but I've run this race. I think this is going to be my 4th year.
Oh, wow.
So I ran it the year after the bombings because I didn't get into the marathon. I applied for Dana-Farber that year, and they denied me.
Gotcha.
So I was like, you know what? I'll do the 5K, and I'll just go down to Boston and be a part of that and everything. So this is my 4th year, and I just love this race. It's a little kind of, I say, chaotic because there's so many people. So you can't really race it unless you get up front. And I was like, maybe I'll put on my bikini and go to the toe of the line and be like, I know what I'm doing here, running my underwear.
When you brought this up, you said you want to do party pace. I'm like, hell yes, I want to do party pace. That sounds amazing. So
yeah, it's a total party pace race.
Out to be.
Yeah, and it's literally so much fun. Everyone's screaming the whole race, and it's like there was I don't know about this course, but there was last year you passed people and you went under the bridge, and people were just screaming the whole time. So it'll be interesting to see how that is this year. But everyone's just so hyped, and it's just like such a fun race. And honestly, it costs like $70, but I'm like, I don't care. Take all my money. Like, it's just being in Boston, and it's, this is our backyard marathon, our home. So it's just great to be there, even if we're not running on Monday. So
exactly.
I'm excited.
But it is super cool that they did change the course. So we finish at the actual marathon finish line. I do remember in the past, this is maybe like the 3rd time I've done it, but I haven't run it since 2019, I think. But it used to go under it. Like, you could still go under the arch, but you still finished back at the common. So this time we actually get to finish at the actual finish line.
Yes.
And I think that is so much fun. That is an excellent change.
Can I tell you what I love? Because I'm going to try to get there before the start. No promises I'll be there at the finish. But what I love is for anyone spectating, let's just say it's me and you don't want to do bag check. I'm going to hang out with you at the Boston Commons and the public garden area. And then I don't even have to walk a half a mile to get to the finish line. I just walk down Boylston a tiny bit to right about Copley area, right at the finish line, and you're still going to do your race. So I don't have to chase you around. I just have to go for a nice little walk, and I'm at the finish line for the end.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I'm so pumped.
Yep, you can do all the spectating you want, take all the pictures, just soak in the sights, and hopefully see a bunch of people.
Yes, I can't wait to see some people. So I heard you saying like who you're excited to see, and Tara Pterodactyl said like there's a lot of people she hasn't met yet. I feel the same way. Like I haven't really met Letty yet. I haven't really met Jen Smith yet. There's so many. Allie G, I've actually never really met.
I keep forgetting that, dude.
I've only seen Allie G once in person at Mile 19 last year.
Oh, I feel like you guys are like besties. That's so cool.
We're like, it's the beauty of being able to do this stuff virtually and having all the conversations and phone technology and all that. That's amazing. I've never actually met Allie in person besides a high five at Mile 19 with a barrier between us.
Well, that's good. Cool. We're going to change that this year. We're actually going to do some hanging out.
So the morning, we're thinking we're going to meet up with Candace and a few others and hopefully Allie at the same time. And we're thinking Expo, right?
I think so. I mean, Rachel is actually going to get her bib tomorrow. Well, today, as in the day this drops. So she doesn't technically need to go, but I just want to go check things out.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the Abbott wall there, so my name is still there. I can check it out. We could see who else from PodFam is up on that wall at this point. I mean, God, there's stuff to buy. Not that I need to buy any shit. But...
I need gooders. I need the big ones that are called I Do My Own Stunts. I need those again.
We got to find you some. They'll either have them at the Expo or we can probably find them somewhere, either at like Marathon Sports or somewhere on Newberry Street. There's got to be some.
Yeah, I need those back because mine have gotten a lot of miles on them. I need new ones, just new ones.
They're a little scratched. I did notice.
A little.
Just a smidge. How you see out of those, I
don't. They're just always in my console now. I don't know. Tommy or Tyler puts them on. It's funny. It's cute, too.
Oh, cute.
So.
All right.
I hate to admit this, but I think I have like 15 pair of gooders.
Yeah, but not the ones I like.
Yeah, no, I don't have a pair of those.
You've seen my collection, haven't you? I probably have like 75 pairs. Yeah. It's
and
disgusting.
One kind of off topic, but when I was at the Masters, they had Masters gooders.
Oh.
And
we should talk about the Masters on the outro.
Hang on a second. I was looking today at a list of celebrities who are running the Boston Marathon this year.
Yeah.
There was a pro golfer. His last name is Stallings.
Steve?
Well, if she can't think of it right away, it's not a big deal. He's not a big deal.
Sounds familiar, but
he won the PGA Tour like 3 times, I think he said.
Oh.
Or it said. But I just got excited. I'm like, somebody golf related.
Yay.
For you.
I'll make him a sign.
Do it. Oh, I have a ton of cardboard that I will be bringing on Monday. We'll get into Monday's plans a little bit later. But if we want to make a special sign, we'll just have to remember to track him and
Scott Stallings.
There you go. I knew it was something like that. But I don't know who he is.
I'll have to Google that after. I'll sidebar that.
Sidebar.
I'll wear a green jacket. I don't think he's ever won the Masters.
PGA colors? Is that different?
If you win the Masters, you get it like an actual green jacket.
Isn't there like a red jacket?
That is for the Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm learning something.
Yes. That'll be on my next podcast.
Fun.
My golf podcast.
You should start one. I'd listen.
Yeah, right?
I wouldn't understand it, but I'd listen.
I'd produce it.
Yes. You could totally do that.
But yeah, so Saturday.
Saturday.
Back to topics. We'll hang out at the Expo for a while, but then I think we are going to a special event at Marathon Sports involving.
You think? I thought we know.
Well, we're still noodling on these plans, but Alexi Pappas and Laura Green are having a little Q&A get together, and we're gonna stop in and hopefully say hello because we
thought
haven't
it was
talked
more
to Laura
storytelling, which is like right up our alley, right?
Yeah, storytelling.
Yeah.
That's from 1 to 3 p.m., right?
Yes. Yeah. So we'll be hanging around still the Boylston area, and hopefully get to say hello to our pod fam.
Another hot spot, it's kind of out of the way, is the Sam Adams brewery, because they released the 26.2 brew, which is just for the marathon. So the last 2 years that I've actually run the Boston Marathon, I've gone there. And
I think I have a bottle of it like over there.
Yeah, I still have one in my fridge. I was like, I have to tell my boyfriend every time. I'm like, don't drink that. That one.
Where is it? Where is the brewery?
Gosh, I had to take an Uber.
Okay.
It's not that far. I mean, we could probably walk, but
what I'm getting at is the next part after this, we're going to need some food and some drinks. Where are we going to go? Like, I imagine some places right there on Boylston and Newberry are going to be packed, probably reservations. I'm not looking for a place that takes reservations or needs them. I'm looking at a place to go to that has a chill vibe where we can just kind of hang out. Maybe it's a big bar with like bar games and stuff, and we can kind of just like claim our own area. And anyone Pod Fam related who we tell on here now this is where we're going to be, maybe they can go. Would that Sam Adams Brewery be a spot like that or no?
So it is. The weather's going to be great. So here's my thing. Like, I feel like there's going to be way more people outside than there normally is because it's going to be the first nice day in a very long time.
80 degrees.
Yeah, that's what happens to us New Englanders. Like the first day over 70, we're feral. Like we are
You're
feral.
not wrong.
So they have an outdoor area, and then they have like at the upstairs, they have a bar with tables. But I believe, I could be wrong, I feel like they have one of those like the windows that like just completely open, so you can kind of mix the outside with the top, and then they have the downstairs. So it is a pretty large place. I just think it's probably going to be busy just because of the marathon itself. Because they do make a big deal about like if you go there with your bib for the marathon, they give you a glass.
Is this a Sam Adams tap room? Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's
okay. I like this. It's an option. This is a good option.
Share.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's in the general area where I'll be heading, like towards the north end, because I'm going to park at Sullivan Station, take the T in. So this is kind of like near. Oh my God, it's right in Faneuil Hall, Quincy Market area.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, that's
we could totally go there.
Yeah.
Just know that it's, I mean, I think any place we go, because I know we had mentioned Fenway, but the game's going. And then I know that even when there are games, people still go to Cask and Flagon and
that was my thought. My thought was if we do that at 4, the game's at 4, so the big crowd would be in Fenway. So we could probably go to Cask and Flagon or Game On, and kind of like Game On has the upstairs and the downstairs. I feel like it's huge, and we could go anywhere. I don't know if they're going to be super crowded during the game because the game's going on. I really don't know. So I thought that would be great. That's within walking distance from where we're going to be. Or we could go to the north end where, let's say Sam Adams is packed. There's a ton of options in the whole Faneuil Hall area.
Yeah. Also, I think that would be better because it's going to be all runners. And that's what we do.
I agree. I think, we're deciding this live on the pod.
Breaking
I'm just
news.
Going around with whatever you guys want to do. I'll just make sure to put money on my Charlie card. If we have to take a tea somewhere.
One thing too is I know that you guys were talking about this now, but how are we going to have people find us? Like Eric, are you going to be going live a lot on the Instagram Saturday? I think that would be a good idea.
I think I'll just be posting stories.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody stay tuned. I will post stories. I'll tag on the runs in them so you can check me. Tara, maybe you can share some stuff. Like we'll in my DMs. Everybody knows where we're going to be at.
I'm going to make the decision right now. Okay, we have Plan A and Plan B. So Plan A is going to be the Sam Adams Taproom place. After the show with Alexi and Laura, we're going to make our way towards the North End Faneuil Hall area and go to Sam Adams Taproom. And I imagine we'll be there around 4 o'clock. If for any reason that place is packed, we'll just make a little trip towards the garden and we'll go to the Greatest Bar.
Perfect.
So Plan B is the Greatest Bar. Plan A, Sam Adams. Plan B, Greatest Bar. Plan C,
the Hub.
Just meet people in Faneuil Hall.
The Hub at TD Garden will be a good place.
TD Garden is awesome.
Is there like any other games going on that night, like a Celtics game or a Bruins game or something? Like,
who watches basketball? I have no clue. I have no clue what the basketball.
Apparently, the Celtics are good.
The NCAA tournament's over. That's the only basketball I watch.
I have no clue, but apparently they're doing well this year. So
the Celtics play on Sunday, Game 1 Sunday. So we're in the clear. I don't know what's going on at the Garden on Saturday, but the Celtics play on Sunday. So we're good there.
Watch it be like a concert. It's gonna be a total shit show, and the
Beyonce's in town.
Crazy. Boston is just crazy all the time. So
it is,
we'll
and I'm telling you, you wait. The weather is going to be nice, so people are going to be out everywhere. Ugh. I know.
I love this Sam Adams tap room. I'm looking at all the pictures. Looks
Honestly,
like good beer,
I love
good
me
food.
a good like brewery.
Yeah.
I love it. I've gone
All
there
about
every
it.
year the last 2 years, and it's been great. I went with Lindsey last year. Me, Lindsey,
awesome.
and Katie.
And the 26.2 brew is delicious.
It is very, very
Absolutely
good.
delicious.
Have you seen their commercials lately with Brad Marchand?
No.
And the fact that they kind of update it, like it's like I'm dealing with something because he got traded, and they're drinking the Brad Marchand beer, and Sam Adams like I'm having a moment, I'm dealing with something.
All I know is they do that. Your cousin from Boston. I adore those commercials. They crack me up every time.
They're great. They're absolutely great. All right, this place looks awesome. This is going to be our spot. Hopefully, it's not super crowded.
That's the plan.
Yep, Sam Adams Tap Room. We'll see you there around 4:15. And we can talk about Monday after our amazing guest. And I say guest because we have our final 3 Boston Marathon fundraisers. It is two of them. So it's 2 together, and then the final one. They're awesome. We had so much fun talking to them. We have Andrew, Lindsey, and Megan. Erika, give us a little preview here.
So we had the pleasure of talking to Andrew and Lindsey, and they are running for Breakthrough T1D. So it is a diabetes foundation, and both of them actually have diabetes themselves. So we got to talk a little bit about, well, we know their why, but we get to talk about a little more about the struggles they have to go through, why it was so important for them to fundraise, and they were just super awesome. And then we got to talk to Megan, who is raising money for the Boston Public Library Fund.
Yeah, they're great. And have your ears wide and open. Listen for a little alarm that might go off. One of the diabetes alarms went off live on the pod. And
they both were like, wait a minute, was that me or was that you?
Exactly. So, hey, enjoy these 3 amazing people, the final of the Boston Fundraiser series. They're wicked awesome. And we'll see you on the other side. Our next guests on the pod are all running the Boston Marathon for Breakthrough T1D, as they're all dedicated. They're fundraising for innovative research to improve the lives of those living with type 1 diabetes. We are wicked excited to welcome Andrew, Lindsey, and hopefully soon Aaron to the On the Runs podcast. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hey, Erika.
So nice to have you guys joining us today. I know we're getting real close to Boston, so I hope you're getting really excited getting towards that race. How you guys feeling? How about you, Andrew?
Definitely feeling it in the feet these last few days for sure.
Training is taking its toll.
Yeah, legs are getting tired, but pretty excited. I think the excitement's overpowering anything else at this point.
Good. How about you, Lindsey?
I feel great. I'm super excited. I just want to get there in one piece and not have any issues between now and then.
Coming close.
Awesome.
You'll be great. You guys will be ready.
We were talking skiing before we hit record, and you were kind of doing some preventative, maintenance. You were just skiing the blues this year, Andrew.
Yes.
You took the year off the slopes. You're very focused on the race and training. Is this the first Boston Marathon for you guys? Lindsey, how about you?
Yes, this is the first Boston Marathon for me, and it was super important throughout the winter, especially with skiing, that nothing got in the way of any training or I had any injuries to worry about. I didn't want to jeopardize my place in this awesome event.
I feel that.
Yeah.
How about you, Andrew?
So this is actually my first official, but my second run of the course. I ran last year, the night before, so I was the first alternate on this team. And I did some training, and then just decided to run it the night before the race.
What was that like? That must have been cool. I know a lot of people do the midnight bike ride, but you did the midnight run.
Yeah, it was unadvisable. A lot of potholes, a lot of tree branches in the face, but it was a lot of fun. It was very therapeutic, and it helped build up my story in order to get to the point of being able to raise money. Like a lot of folks I shared with even before I began fundraising, that run. So it was very helpful.
Were you by yourself?
By myself.
Oh,
I had my sister. She was running, like she was in a car, kind of tracking me. And
what was the course like? Was it set up yet? Were all the fence lines put in place? Or I'm wondering what time this is. Was the staging happening at the time? What was all that like?
So the fences were up to a degree. They're kind of like more on the side of the road. not in any particular order. I mean, the traffic's still going and everything. There was no blockage at all. There was the porta potties, which were very helpful. But they're
clean too.
Yeah, very clean. Yeah,
Fresh.
it was perfect.
Runner's dream.
But they're all zip tied. Like a bunch of them were zip tied except one at the end. So so no one would just pop it and use them.
So insider's trick: go check the last porta potty. It won't be locked.
Insider tip: bring a pair of scissors with you.
Hey, let's get to know you guys real quick. Lindsey, where are you from? Are you all New England based runners here?
Not quite. I am born and raised in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. It's at the Jersey Shore. I always say it's not the Jersey Shore that everyone sees on television or saw on television. It's close to that location, but that's not real life. So now I live in Brick, New Jersey, which is right next door. We're about 10 minutes from the beach and about an hour south of New York City.
Awesome.
Very cool. So what's your game plan for the Boston Marathon weekend and the Expo and everything?
So I am driving up on Saturday morning by myself. I'm going to go to the Expo, spend some time, walk around, get myself situated in the hotel. And we have dinner with the team on Saturday night. And then Sunday, do a little run, shakeout run, relax, get some food. I may bring my own food too. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle that. And just try and, get my head ready for everything. And then my husband and a bunch of friends and family are coming up the day of. So they're leaving super early in the morning and they're all going to find me along the course.
That's going to be an amazing, amazing time. But oh boy, I hope they don't hit any traffic and I hope it all goes smoothly.
Same. It's a little dicey.
Crazy.
I told them that they're going to leave at like 4 a.m. So I think they should figure it out.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
If they need people to hang out with at the race, we're going to be at mile 19. Like, we can talk later. They can hang out. We're going to have an epic cheer station. But if they're going to be following you around the course and want to see you at the finish line, we get that. That's totally cool.
Yeah, I'll leave all the options on the table just so that they have a place to go and they can find people, and we'll definitely need to talk about that.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, we don't bite, at least not yet.
Good.
Andrew, how about you? Where are you from, buddy?
I'm from New Hampshire originally, so Lebanon, New Hampshire is where I grew up. So I'm a New England boy through and through. But I never imagined, even growing up in New England, running the Boston Marathon. So this is kind of something I'm soaking all in. We'll say that much.
Is that where you're based now, or are you in one of those 3 states behind you on the wall?
So I'm actually a mile from the finish line right now. I live in the South End in Boston.
So cool. So it's so cool. We got someone so your team's really spread. How big is the Breakthrough T1D team?
Colorado, DC area.
There's another
couple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one in Texas.
So,
do you have a big team? Did we ask that? How many people are on your team?
8, I think, right? Only 8 of us.
Oh, wow. So, that is a nice small team.
Yeah. Super small team.
So actually what I want to know is, it seems like Andrew, you're like, let me call Aaron real quick and see what's going on. And it seemed like the two of you knew each other pretty well just with the small talk. So did you know each other before? Or is this like your team's really connected and you're always talking and that's how you know each other?
I would say it's just we've been in a group chat together for a while now, since like November, early December. And we've just kind of gone back and forth about different things, shared runs. We shared our story on our first Zoom together, which was pretty great. Emotional for some people because they were running for people that, their loved ones. And for at least me, Lindsey, and Aaron, we're running a little bit for ourselves to a degree, but we know how difficult this disease is. And, so the instant connection between people with, what folks have gone through with this condition.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say we've had a lot of like pretty personal conversations. We've had a lot of questions come up in our group chat about underwear and chafing and bathroom issues. So I think at this point, like the most important things.
Yes.
And like you were saying, Andrew, I think, I know for me, when I meet someone else, especially someone that has diabetes or that can relate to this lifestyle, it's always like, okay, we're friends now. It's a really interesting way to connect with people. So it is almost like an instant connection.
So this kind of segues us into your whys, how you chose this for a charity and why you're running. And to just tell us a little bit more about Breakthrough T1D.
Yeah. So, as much as it's easy to run for a condition like this and a cause like this, with being diabetic, it's to me about the kids because I was diagnosed as an adult. Which is a little bit rare. Usually it's known as a juvenile disease. But with that being said, I, realized quickly that it is extremely difficult to live a day-to-day life as an adolescent with this disease. Tonight there will be a mother waking up their child to check their blood sugar. There's a family out there that doesn't know where the next vial of insulin comes from. And that, to me, puts me in a place of just a quick reflection of how lucky I am. That, the biggest obstacle in front of me is running 26.2 miles. It's not the struggles that the kids go through with type 1 diabetes.
That is an excellent point. That is one thing that I wouldn't normally think of is how to get the insulin that you need. That's going to be a life-saving tool for you. So does this Breakthrough T1D, does it help people access getting insulin?
As far as I know, absolutely. Yeah.
Good.
They direct families to resources, new diagnoses to resources. I didn't engage with it when I first was diagnosed, the organization, but it was very therapeutic once I found it because I found I'd really never had a conversation with another type 1 diabetic before. And that instant connection and that you're going through this too, you're having the same challenges. It did so much for me in the first couple of years after being diagnosed. So I instantly knew that I found a cause and an organization I was going to get behind.
That's excellent. How about you, Lindsay?
So I was diagnosed when I was 6 in 1992. I am 38, so it's been a solid 32 years, going on 33 years of this. I also didn't interact with Breakthrough. It was previously JDRF when I was younger and really at all until probably the last couple of years. A few years ago, I really wanted to spend some time to reach out to newly diagnosed children and families or people who are interacting with type 1 diabetes in some way and offer them advice and guidance and support from someone who's not a medical doctor, but lives day in and day out with type 1. And I certainly rely on medicine and modern medicine every single day, but there's something to be said about doing this 24/7 and gaining the knowledge and the practice of trying to just do the best you can. And then trying to offer that advice and education to newly diagnosed families and people, or people that may just be reaching out for help. So that's how I got connected with Breakthrough. I'm an outreach ambassador, so I do contact people who have just recently come in contact, or they're a caregiver or they're someone with type 1 diabetes. And from that point, I wanted to combine that with my running, and this is where we are now. I ran with Breakthrough in Chicago last fall. And when I got done with the Chicago Marathon, I was like, I need to get to Boston. So here we are.
Now, that was a nice transition because my next question for you was, this is your third world major. So are the world majors like a goal, and are you going to be able to run all of them for Breakthrough T1D?
So I'm fairly certain Breakthrough does not have a team for every world major. I think maybe we can, Andrew, maybe we can work on that.
Andrea, yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
We'll email Andrea, who's the one who connected us with you, and we'll be like, hey, let's make this happen.
Let's do it. That would be amazing. But yeah, I didn't think like the 6-star, or now it's 7, but I didn't think that journey was going to be something that I was going to just jump into. But after I did New York and then Chicago and now we're here, I'm like, okay, well, you have to do it now. So yeah, we'll see.
So I have another question for you guys. Before we get into your fundraising for this amazing cause, you mentioned like the hardest part of this journey so far is running the 26.2. So how do you juggle maintaining your T1D with marathon training? Like I honestly don't know a whole lot about it. So the more insight you guys can give me would be awesome if you're willing to talk about it. But if you don't want to, just let me know. But I'd love to hear how you manage. So Andrew, why don't you start?
Yeah. So it's definitely a difficult disease to deal with when you're running, because as we know, as runners, like you burn through a lot of calories and you're having to fuel along the way. But Lindsey, Aaron, and I, we deal with something that, we're also managing. It's not like we're just hungry or we're running out of energy. Our blood sugar is actually moving towards a direction that we can't, no human can tolerate. And having a plan for that and knowing like how your body's going to react. And we very intimately know our bodies in a way that is surprising. Like we feel different things. We know how much insulin we need. Like we're making decisions that the average person is not having to make. It said that the average type 1 diabetic makes 180 more decisions a day than the average person out there, which is pretty crazy.
Staggering.
Yeah. And I think if you're running a marathon, it's even more than that.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. It's a lot to balance.
But in terms of like, so you wanted to get into managing
do you have to wear the sensor and like, is there an app for that? Like how best do you hold on, what's the
how
word
best
for
do you
it?
manage it, especially with running? Like you're running with type 1 diabetes here. Do you have to track it? Do you have to, you're fueling? That's another one too. Like you're fueling. Do you see, I'm stumbling just like Erika, but like,
she's like, what do you do?
Do you have to carry extra stuff with you just in case, or what do you carry being a type 1 diabetic while training for a marathon?
Yeah, I carry like gels like the average runner. But I also have to carry my insulin. I also have to have my phone or something to track my blood sugar.
Okay.
I know Aaron and Lindsey also wear a sensor as well. It's like a must. If your sensor dies while you're out running, you might as well stop and go home. Like the mental part of like not knowing is very difficult to overcome.
In a 26-mile race marathon, that's a marathon distance. If anyone didn't know, actually 26.2. Do you ever have to do you have to carry insulin? Do you ever have to take a shot of insulin at some point during? Because I don't know if you're going to be out there for 3 hours or 6. Like, how are you preparing for that?
It's literally like a science experiment, somewhat of a controlled science experiment. Every single day, whether you're running or not, a marathon or not, it's just a little bit different. And you could do the same thing. You could eat the same thing and you could do the same exact thing every single day and have a different outcome because of type 1. It's literally impossible to always keep it completely within a perfect range. And perfect meaning we all have a different range in mind. But yes, I think with the sensor, keeping track of your sugar during the run obviously is super important. Like Andrew was saying, if the sensor doesn't work and you lose connectivity, which actually did happen to me during the New York Marathon, it was an absolute nightmare. I did end up having to take an injection because I felt like my blood sugar was super high, but I really had no idea. And I figured I'm just going to take insulin just to take it and hope for the best. But yeah, keeping track of the sugars with the sensor. And then I wear an insulin pump. So as long as the pump doesn't fail, I won't need to take an injection. It'll just be a continuous basal rate of insulin. And depending on where my sugars are trending, I can adjust that. So if the sensor is showing me that, let's say in the beginning of the race, we have a pretty big adrenaline rush, which I do sometimes struggle with, not all the time.
Does that factor into it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, for me, it does. That's something that I really had to work on in the last 5 years with running, even smaller races around here. Just getting to the start line, it's super exciting. And, it's not always nerves. It's just fun and exciting. And I absolutely have a pretty huge adrenaline rush that at times I've actually had to take insulin to counteract, which is kind of counterintuitive to what we would want to do when we're starting a heavy cardio activity. Because once it gets into your system, that cardio, that running has a tendency to bring your sugar down pretty quickly. So there's so many factors, but it's really just like Andrew said, we're so mindful of all these little things, and running, definitely makes things a little bit more exacerbated. It may be a little crazier on these, especially big major marathons. But we keep an eye on things and just do the best you can and just have fun.
I really commend you guys for having to do this. It's not something that I imagine you would want to do, but you have to do. And that just gives a whole new meaning to runner's math. I would hope to have an app or something to help me with that, because the numbers must be absolutely staggering. And like you said, that's so many decisions you have to make in your daily life, but just adding running to that too, it's just, that's a lot to handle. So I absolutely applaud you guys for choosing to do this for fun, for health, for the majors, for whatever your reason is. But I really do commend you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't wish this disease on my worst enemy, but at the same time, I just a few years ago, I was afraid of running. I wouldn't do it at all. I just wouldn't go for a run because I was afraid of what my blood sugar would do. But now, I've kind of taken it head on, and I look at any other runner like Lindsey, Aaron, any other type 1, and what they're doing is crazy. Because I'm going through the same thing. It's very difficult to know what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis. So it's yeah.
So Andrew, you said you were diagnosed as
Andrew, did I hear your Dexcom alarm?
Yeah.
I thought I heard something too.
I looked at my phone. I'm like, wait, I'm not low.
Buddy. I need 5 minutes, buddy. 5 minutes, okay?
Oh, you're okay. You're good. You're good. He'll get that down.
Well, let's talk about Boston. I think I misspoke a little earlier. I said you both made your goals, and I read that you're above 10,000, which is the common number, but you have the $12,000 target. So you're almost there. You're so close. As we're speaking, you're 35 days to go. When you're listening or watching this, who knows? It might be a week. It might be 2 weeks, depending if we get this out early on YouTube. But are you excited for the Boston Marathon? What's your goals going into the race here? We know Lindsey's done a couple marathons. We know you did it last year, the night before, Andrew. But Andrew, what's your game plan for the Boston Marathon?
I've got 2 goals: sub 4, which would be fantastic. That's kind of a dream. I definitely was not sub 4 last year. The second goal is not to hear my Dexcom go off, as it has already. As it has during this call.
That's a good goal.
It would be, as Lindsey knows, it'd be amazing
what
to
was
not
that?
have.
Tell everyone what that was.
So I have a range between 75 and 160 approximately. And if it goes outside that range, I hear a beep. Various different beeps throughout the day, depending on what time it is.
So is there a good beep and a bad beep? And
yeah. There's the beep that you're high, and you got to bring that down. It's not gonna
see that.
You're a 99 right now. You're the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
She's it's really good.
I mean, I came down from 185 before, so we're doing okay.
It's still pretty
Man,
good.
so you live with this every day. This is number 1 on your list every day when you wake up to when you go to bed.
Mm-hmm. It's a constant. It really is. I've definitely changed my mindset about it, though. I feel, like Andrew said, I don't wish it on my worst enemy, but I also, maybe about 10 years ago, I tried to shift my mindset about it and really just take pride in having it, I guess. I don't feel like there's much other choice. Mm-hmm. And I felt like maybe I should just kind of be proud of it. Not boastful, but just own it. And it's definitely helped me just feel good about all the work I put in and, try and just knowing that you're doing the best you can every day.
There you go.
It's amazing, Lindsey.
Yeah, I'll say that type 1 diabetes has led me to places that I would have never gone. And I'm probably in the best shape of my life because of it's not, I'm running a marathon. But, I'm doing things because I have it and I want to live a long, healthy life. And, I'm making decisions and doing things that are reflective of the disease I live with every day and wake up in the middle of the night and in the morning with. So
Still here.
yeah.
Well, guys, that's amazing what you guys are living with and dealing with every day and training for a marathon on top of that. Like, I'm super pumped. Lindsey, I don't know if we actually talked about it, but what are your game plan here? What's your goal for the race?
Goal is to definitely come in under my time for Chicago, which was 3:55. So I'd be happy with a 3:50, or I'm on track for a 3:45. I tried to up my
girl, you're
speed.
speedy.
I'm trying. We're going to be hopeful. I have a coach, which has been so incredibly helpful, and I shifted my training in January to work on that speed. So just to feel good and run like I do normally. Not, it's just another race. It's just another run, and I just want to be relaxed and feel good about it.
Well, that's amazing.
Boston is like, we like to think of it as the victory lap, even though we haven't run it in a while. But I hope you guys enjoy yourselves, that you get everything out of the experience that you want, and that it goes smoothly, especially with your blood sugar. Like, let it be an easy day if that exists.
Exactly.
That'd be amazing.
Hopefully smooth.
Where can everyone find you, follow you, jump on those fundraising pages? If you haven't hit the 12,000 yet, get you over it. If you have, get you way above it. Where can they find you on all the social media platforms and to help you out here?
So I have a link to my fundraising page on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page. Instagram is Broker Lindsey, and Facebook is just my name, Lindsey Woodruff. Probably have a skiing picture out there. I honestly don't even know.
Good.
She does
good.
on Instagram.
On Instagram,
You come up here to New Hampshire next year, we'll go skiing at Ragged or something. Maybe we'll go Deer Peak, but
that would be amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. Listen, I'm so pumped. Andrew, we lost him, but he'll be back. But this was great. Listen, real quick, Andrea has done this great job of connecting us and doing this and getting us together for this podcast. And Erika and I have just learned so much. I don't think we've ever had anyone with type 1 diabetes before. You are the runner. I would love to have you back on the podcast one day and talk all about running and really get to know dive deeper into life with type 1 diabetes and running, because you've done other world majors. I hope you do more. I hope you go and one day become 7-star Lindsey.
Yes.
I really do.
Yes, I hope so too. It'll happen.
So, Lindsey, we are going to be cheering at mile 19 right by the Johnny Kelly statue. I don't know if you got to see it on your little preview from the other day.
I didn't.
But it's right as you're getting into Newton. And we're just going to be cheering. And is there anything that we could have for you if you need a little pick-me-up going up those Newton Hills? Like we've offered to have like a banana or like a water. I don't know. Is there anything that we could offer you at mile 19?
Just smiles and high fives and happiness and good vibes. I think that's all I need.
Well, we will have those in spades for sure.
You got it.
That's so helpful.
Okay, we have Andrew back real quick, so we're gonna give him the spiel. We are gonna be cheering at mile 19. We're gonna be on the runner's left-hand side, and we want to be there for you. So we're gonna be cheering our hearts out. But is there anything you might need on the course that we could offer you, whether it be like a banana or water or something? We would love to support you out there.
My correction's apple juice. So
ooh, nice. Nice apple juice. Wait, do you want it like how about like an apple juice, like a kitty apple juice box or something?
Let's do a juice box. That'd be cool.
All right, cool. We'll be there.
Put the straw in for you so you can grab it as you go.
Yeah, keep an eye out on your left. We'll be there, runners left. So as I was just saying to Lindsey, like, thank you so much for doing this. Guys, go out there, help support Andrew and Lindsey, and even Aaron, who couldn't make it. I'm sad. We'll figure it out. Everything will be on the show notes, the links here, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Good luck in the Boston Marathon. You guys are going to kick ass.
Have a blast, guys.
Like, I'm so impressed that you're doing this with type 1 diabetes. Like, kudos to you. You live this every day. Like, man, I couldn't imagine. So kudos. Have fun in Boston, guys. Kick some ass. Thank you so much for doing this. Andrew and Lindsey on the On the Runs podcast. Our next guest on the pod and our final Boston fundraising guest, who is running for the Boston Public Library Fund. We are wicked excited to have Megan Nicholson on the On the Runs podcast. What's up, Megan?
Hi, Eric. Hi, Erika. It's fantastic to be here. Just finally happy to see your faces.
Yeah, we're a little better than emails, right? You just get to see
Exactly.
Stooley, the little poop emoji and the email icon.
That's the next best thing, right?
Exactly. It's the next best thing. It's fun. It's a nice way to open up the email and you're like, well, that's kind of different.
Yeah, it's fun. Hey, one cool thing though about the email chat back and forth is that was me you were talking to, not Erika. So she doesn't know the cool things you told me. And you just got a brand new job. Why don't you tell us about your new job? Are you allowed to speak about it or is it classified?
Oh, no, not classified at all. Erika, I am so happy to tell you. So for the past 3.5 years or so, I had been working at this small business immigration law firm here in Boston, up in the North End. So lots of good Italian food. But I did just recently transition to a new position. I don't know if either of you have heard of GBH, the media company of any sort.
TV channel?
Yes, TV channel, radio channel, broadcaster, programmer, producer, media extraordinaire. But I now work in their legal department because when you have a company, I guess sometimes they need lawyers. And I'm not one yet, but I do manage contracts. So I'm their senior contracts manager. So I get to work with all of the cool people who come to GBH, whether it is for a TV show, radio show, or they're doing some live event here in Boston.
Like a future podcast that's live on TV or something.
That's exactly it. We do that sometimes. At the Boston Public Library itself, actually, we have a studio.
No way. What a cool profession. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, no, like literally, like you can go down to the cafeteria and there is a live radio station. They'll do shows right there while everybody's like, if you're me, snacking on your breakfast burrito and your coffee just before work starts. So it's a cool thing. It's one of the coolest things about the Boston Public Library and about what I do, because I'm like, oh, well, now I work on the contracts for that.
That's so
very,
cool.
Very cool. I mean, you already had me with Boston Public Library. We were doing a little chatting before we started recording, and I shared that was my first job. I worked as a library page when I was a junior in high school. I stayed with the library all through college. I eventually became a children's librarian, and I just worked super close with the wonderful ladies at the Goffstown Public Library. So libraries hold a very dear, dear place to my heart. So that's so awesome that you are going to be running Boston, raising funds for Boston Public Library funds. That's so cool.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a very special place to me and very close to my heart. I grew up with libraries, and I know that we were talking earlier before we got settled in and everything. But I grew up with libraries. I remember when I was a little kid, my mom would bring us to our local library. I grew up in the small town of Fulton, New York. And we would go and we'd sit, it was like a little library circle. And it's just, you'd have a librarian read to you. And that's how you get to learn, like, oh, you go to the library, you get to hear a story or something. And that just grows your appreciation of books and literacy and learning. It's the foundation for people to just learn how to love to read.
That is so well said. Oh, this is wonderful.
So why don't you tell us then how you made the connection to run in the Boston Marathon for the Boston Public Library?
Yeah, no, it was kind of interesting because I didn't think that I'd ever be in this position. But I come from a family of runners. My dad is a huge marathon runner, and I had moved to Boston in 2021. So the Boston Public Library was very close to my apartment, my area where I live. So I'd go there and hang out, work from home. Once I got into law school, I started studying there too. But I got TikTok. I got a TikTok account. And I saw all of these videos popping up from people who are running the Boston Marathon, which, by the way, don't expect that out of me. That is so much work. I don't know how they managed to film themselves and also run like a sub-4 marathon at the same time. That's crazy to me.
I'll never figure that out either.
Exactly.
Well, Erika, you just got to try first, but
Wow.
Erika, you could try with me.
There we go. See, it'd be more fun running with somebody and trying to record than me just trying to do it by myself.
Exactly. But I saw people were filming their experiences while they're running the marathon. And it just looked like not only are they having the most fantastic time getting to interact with all of these different people in different communities, but you just see how the whole of Boston kind of comes out to celebrate all of these runners from all over the world. And it is just like, it is one of the greatest shows of how cool humanity is. Like, we have people who are busting their ass trying to finish this race, whether it's you're running like a sub-3 marathon for whatever reason, or you're the last one there. There are people cheering you on because, like, that is so cool that you are running so far, and just like, it's people like me who are watching that. And we're like, I don't know if I could ever do that. Again, here we are now. So after seeing all those TikTok videos, I was like, oh, well, maybe it would be really cool if I did that at some point. Because I was kind of a casual runner. I'd go for like 2 or 3 miles. I had just done my first really big race, which was like a 5-miler down in Seaport. And I looked up like, oh, you can run this for charity. Like, this is really cool. Didn't know that this was an opportunity. And typed in, what are some charity teams? And the first thing that popped up was the Boston Public Library Fund.
Oh, it was like, meant to be.
Yeah, I was like, what a coincidence. Like, this is my favorite place to go. Like, I would be so cool to run for these guys. So I had applied last year to run with the Boston Public Library Fund, to be part of Team BPL, as it's called. And they have a couple different bibs. You either have like the 10K one, which is like people like me who usually have to raise that amount, or they have a special 25 and under bib, which you only have to raise 5,000 for. Now, last year I used 25. So I applied for the one where you only raise 5,000, but you have to write an essay about how much you love the library. I was like, oh, easy. So I hammer out an essay and I send it in, and I'm waiting, and I get an email back that says like, hey, sorry, both the spots are taken. You could have one of the 10K spots, or you could try out for one of those. And I think at that point in time, I was like, I don't think I have the community or the support or even just the belief in myself yet to do that kind of thing. So I was like, I'll let it go. And within that time, going into, the fall, the winter, and the spring, I do my first half marathon up in Hampton, New Hampshire. And so I'm like, okay, like that's the kind of mentality that I need to bring in if I ever want to do something like that. I'll try again next year. And it was really funny because I opened up my email. It was about 2 weeks before last year's marathon. And I never checked my spam because I'm like, well, it's going to spam for a reason. But I checked my spam and I realized I had gotten an email about 2 weeks after receiving the original email from the Boston Public Library people. And they were like, hey, one of the spots just opened up. Can we do a quick interview with you? And I just never saw it. And I was devastated.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, my God, so many people miss out on a chance like this. I don't know, if I'd ever get a qualifying time to run. I can certainly try. But I don't know if I'll ever have this chance again. And the only charity that I ever wanted to run for was the Boston Public Library Fund. So I was devastated. I typed a frantic email back to Liz, who coordinates with Team BPL. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just seeing this email right now. I obviously can't do it anymore, but look out for me next year. So this past year, I put in my application. It was like, let's see what happens. And I remember it was like I was just having like a bad week that week when I got this email, not to my spam, because afterwards I starred Liz's contact.
Yep, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. I was like, for next year. And it was like, hey, can we do a quick phone call with you? Would that be all right? And I was like, is this what I think it is? Is this what's going to happen here? And I got on the phone with the charity teams people who helped to organize the charity bids here in Boston. And it was the call. It was like, hey, do you think that you can raise this amount? Do you think that you'd have the time to train? Are you a law student? Are you who you say that you are? And I was like, Megan Nicholson is still my real name. I am a real person. I can show you my passport if you want. But it was definitely like the light at the end of a really bad week for whatever reason. And it was just, I was so thrilled to just get the news. And I started to tell everybody, I was like, I got in.
Yeah.
And so now it's my first marathon. So this is what a way
Your
to start my marathon.
First marathon.
This is my first.
She's going big.
Going big. Go big or go home, baby, right?
Exactly. And it's like, it's in my city. It's, right there in my backyard. It happens every April. And I'm like, you see so many people out there cheering. I don't know, I've kind of missed out on the cheering for the past couple of years, but now I'm really in the thick of it. Boston's really become a second home for me. So I'm ready to celebrate my city and to celebrate an organization that I really care about, and also bring a little bit of limelight to my hometown, which is, again, it's very small, like kind of in the middle of central New York. And I say this at the risk that it might be a lie and I don't know yet, but I believe I might be the first woman from my hometown to run the marathon, the Boston
That would be
Marathon.
kind of cool.
I know. That's why I'm hoping it's kind of not a lie, but also kind of sad that nobody had been able to do. I have had a couple of guy buddies of mine who have gone and done it in the past couple of years, but if I'm the first, that's really cool. I hope that becomes an opportunity for kids back in my hometown. They'll see that and they'll think, I want to do that someday. And it just
do you still have a connection to your hometown? Like, do you still go visit? Do people in the small town know you and they're like, oh my God, did you see Megan's running in the Boston Marathon?
I do. Yeah. I visit home pretty frequently. I try to make a visit around like 3 to 4 times a year, for the holidays. And then once or twice a year, there's just like, earlier in the period of the year, I guess, I'll try to make it home for like a long weekend, or if there's an event. Like last year, it was my sister's wedding. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a really good excuse for me to come home now.
Definitely.
I was also a bridesmaid, so I had to.
Kind of forced, yeah. We know that feeling.
Yeah, but
I love you, Hannah.
But I still have a really strong connection to my hometown. I still see people I went to high school with. I still talk to people that I went to high school with as well. Most of my family is based either in my hometown or in the surrounding neighboring towns. So we have a really close connection. And it's just really nice being able to see family and friends in the same place all together, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's super cool. Small town feeling. That's where I'm from, small town. Sandown, New Hampshire. Love it. It's super cool that you have that same feeling and vibe as I do.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's so important to kind of not only have that publicity like thrown at your hometown, but to bring the connection to a bigger city like Boston. I don't know if it's really like thought about as much, but if you're from kind of an area that's not surrounding like a big city or like, a little bit further outside, there's almost like a disconnect when you think about, and I know some people don't consider Boston really a big city, but for me, this is a really big city. Like I would have never imagined myself in this position to be living here, even 5 or 6 years ago. Because it's just like you hear about it and you're like, oh, well, it's a place on a map. I can't conceptualize things like that. Mm-hmm. But I happened to get a job here. I moved out here. And I'm sticking around here, especially while I finish up law school and as I continue to work at GBH as long as they have me.
There you go. All right. Amazing. Well, you said it's your first ever marathon. How's training going? How are you feeling? When we're talking right now, we're exactly 2 weeks out, but when this drops, we're about 4 or 5 days out of the Boston Marathon. It's coming up. A few more sleeps, Megan. How you feeling?
It's so funny because I went over to a friend of mine's house a few days ago And her roommates came in. They were like, "Oh, is this your friend Megan who's running the Boston Marathon?" She was like, "Yeah, she's running the Boston Marathon in 2.5 weeks." And I kind of snapped my head at her and they said, "Oh, that's soon, huh?" So it's nerve-wracking. I mean, first marathon, like we've said, like we know. So there's a little bit of pressure. I have a time for myself that I'd really like to make. I'd love to do an under 4-hour marathon, even though it is my first.
Hey,
but
it's always possible. Absolutely.
Exactly. I had a really good run a few weeks ago, and so I've got that in my head. But honestly, there was a little bump in training. I have been going on the long Saturday morning runs with the charity team's running club, which has been really great. Usually I'm somebody who tends to run by herself. And I realized like, oh, okay, as long as I'm meeting up with these people, we meet at a certain point in time, we'll go out, we'll go do our own thing. And then we come back, there's donuts. That's a really nice incentive. But I had a little bit of, I had a bump in my training a little bit because as we started to kind of up our distances and I got in my head that I was like, oh, well, if I'm upping my distances, I should probably do that with all the runs that I'm doing in the training runs. So even in the shorter runs that you're supposed to take during the week, I decided to up those a little bit. And I ended up developing tendinopathy. So I was having some knee issues for a good, I want to say like 2 months or so. So that really kind of put a dent in how I trained. And I was like, okay, I really need to cut back on my mileage. I need to start incorporating strength training, which was kind of a new concept for me. I was like, oh, I used to do that when I played high school sports. I guess it would make sense that I still have to do this. Even though I have a couple of
as much as we hate it, it's for the best.
Exactly. I was like, I hated doing this during soccer. You mean I have to keep on doing it in order to do this really hard thing? Yeah, it makes sense. But I've had a lot of support I managed to get a wonderful PT guy who we would meet up early in the morning before I either had to go to work or I'd be working from home. And we got some exercises together. We got a plan down. I still kept doing my long runs on our Saturdays, so I kept on getting my mileage up. And as of last week, I graduated from PT. So I am set to go. I'm going to keep on doing my exercises. That's all good. And I've been getting some extra support from both family and friends who are runners, especially from my father, who his whole life is basically running and just training. So I've picked up a couple pretty good tips from him. So
that's great.
I feel pretty good to go. It's just getting over the mentality and the nerve part of it. So, but we'll get there. It happens, it's to be expected. But I know that I have a really good group of friends and family and loved ones, people that I care about from all over the world that are cheering me on. And that's the backbone of this, is knowing that you've got the support of these people. And that's why you do it, is you do it for them. And especially if you're running for a charity, you do it so that they have opportunities to, reap the benefits of the charity that you're running for, should they ever want or need to.
Exactly. And just know that you're going to have a couple extra people out there cheering for you on race day. We're going to be at mile 19 on your left, and we're just going to be hooting and hollering and making some noise. And if you want to stop and come say hello, we would love to have something for you to maybe push you up those Newton Hills. Is there anything special that you'd like us to bring for you?
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's so cool. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for doing
beer,
that.
Megan, the answer is an ice cold beer.
I did have somebody say that they'd be waiting at mile 21, and I am not that much of a drinker anymore. So when they said that, I was like, I'm going to sprint past you. But if you have a little blue Gatorade, I found out that I really like those on my runs.
Blue Gatorade.
Or like, what is it, the clear little Gatorade cup or something like that? I have no idea what it was called. I remember one of the different, which is really sweet, of different foundations, is they'll come out on Saturdays and they'll have the aid station set up like you're actually running the marathon. I ran up,
awesome.
grabbed a cup, and I was like, "Oh, is this water?" And they said, "Yeah." I chugged it, and I was like, "This is like magic water." And they were like, "Oh, that's Gatorade." And I was like, no, it's magic water now.
We can certainly have some magic water for you.
Absolutely.
Blue magic water.
Some fantastic. That's all I want. I try not to ask for much.
Oh, that's not much at all. Don't you worry. We're gonna have
Yeah,
like
do you want a
candy
snack?
or
Erika can get you a
potato
snack
chips
too. What do you
or-
like?
I don't know. Anything really. We're gonna have pretzel sticks for somebody, orange slices. Like we can hook you up.
Pizza. Let's get a pizza.
Eric's gonna buy the pizza.
Let's bring the griddle. Let's just like start cooking everything hot, ready to go, or cold on ice, whatever you want. We'll have it ready for you. It'll be a lot of fun. Like Erika said, we're on your left because the first year we did this, she says on the left side of the road. And she wasn't thinking runner's left. She was thinking her left. And everyone's looking to the left and we're to the right. So we'll be on your left.
We did better. We're better now.
I'll tell you this, Megan. There's an aid station at mile 19. So we're more like 19.2. So you're going to go through the aid station and you're probably going to run for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll see us on your left just before an intersection. And we'll be loud and there'll be a lot of us and it will be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see you. Guys, Megan is fundraising for the Boston Public Library. As of today, 2 weeks, she has over $10,000, but she gave herself the goal of $12,000. So help her get over that $12,000. A little more than $1,000 to go. This is super cool.
So close.
That is a picture of the Boston Public Library in your fundraising page, right?
It is. There's me and there's a picture of me as a baby, which is not as cute, but
So,
you know.
I feel like I've seen this in movies. I might be thinking Harry Potter because I went to Harry Potter World and it looks similar, but also I think it's in a Dane Cook movie that was based in Boston. I think after you finish the Boston Marathon, sure, go take a shower if you want and do your hair and makeup, but go to the Boston Public Library in your finisher's jacket with your medal and get a picture right there where this photo is, the cover photo, in the middle of the hallway with all the tables and everything, with the beautiful roof. Get a photo with your medal there and then send it to us. I want to see that.
Yeah, I would be so happy too. I plan on being there anyway in my finisher's jacket, my little medal and everything. I have it. I don't know if this is ever talked about. And this was a wild conception to me, was you can go and you can get the finisher's jacket at like Marathon Sports before you actually like run the marathon. So I've seen people out and wearing the jackets, but I'm waiting for, after I finish the marathon. I haven't earned it yet.
So
that's how
it's like
I
the
roll.
Stanley Cup. I'm okay if you order it early, but you can't touch it. You can't put it on. You keep it in its packaging and you just give it to somebody to give you when you finish. Treat it like the Stanley Cup, the Holy Grail.
That's exactly it. My parents are coming into town. I'll have my family and friends will be standing at the very end there. So I'll be so thrilled to see them. I'll be thrilled to get the calls and texts from my long distance friends and family who aren't able to come. It's just...
You'll be in the local paper in your small town, New York. They'll have a parade for you. They'll bring out the fire truck. You'll go down, you'll wave, you'll do the princess wave. It'll be great. It'll be great. Megan, it'll be so much fun.
You'll get to wear the jacket and it'll truly be a celebration.
Exactly. It's just, I always joke that this is going to be the title of my stand-up on Netflix someday, is that I'm just happy to be here. That's it. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to run. And I'm happy if it even gets one person out and running or doing something different. Because this is something I could have never imagined for myself. But here we are, just kind of making it happen.
Well, we're happy you're here and that we made this happen, because what Erika doesn't know is many emails, because you're like, I can't do it in February. I can't do it in March. I'm traveling. I got a new job. And then I was like, don't worry, just email me. And then you emailed me and I was like, Megan, I've turned down like 7 people so far, but I can't turn you down because you stayed on top of me. And I promised you we would do this and we made it happen. So I'm super happy, Megan, that we made it happen. Now, Megan, real quick before we go, everyone listening is going to get a little insider tip here of a future guest, but we have someone who just popped on. Wyatt. Megan here is running her first marathon in a couple of weeks at the Boston Marathon. Wyatt has run, over 60 marathons in the last 13 months, man? Do you have any marathon advice to her that you've learned from 1 to I don't know where you at now, 70?
Run 26 miles without stopping.
You know,
you
that's
go.
certainly the plan. That's the hope.
That's the best strategy out there, you know?
Well, Megan,
That's a good point.
Also have fun. Have a lot
Yeah.
of fun because it's Boston. And don't forget to come visit us at mile 19.2.
Oh, I'll keep my eye out. And if you see somebody kind of dying on the side, that might be me. If you can just like come pick me up, then
You got
we'll
it.
be
We
all
will
good.
revive you with the blue Gatorade. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. We talked to well over 20 runners for the Boston Marathon Fundraising Series. That was awesome. Megan, what a way to cap it off right there. Guys, enjoy. Go out there, support all these runners because they're wicked
Best of
awesome.
luck.
You're all
Have a
wicked
blast.
awesome. Megan, good luck and have fun in the Boston Marathon.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. Happy to see you at mile 19. Again, just happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Megan. Andrew, Lindsey, Megan, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We were super excited to talk to you, and especially Megan. I love that you have that connection to the library because libraries have a special place in my heart too. So it was just awesome to kind of bond with you on that one. So, but you guys are going to do so amazing on Monday, and we're just going to be rooting for you. So don't forget to stop by mile 19.
Well, not only stop by mile 19, after the race, go to the library and get that photo I told you about.
Yes,
Get that photo.
That'll be so special.
Tara, you were telling us another epic photo is going to happen at the Boston Public Library coming up on Saturday.
Yes. So my uncle, he's not really my blood uncle, but he's my dad's best friend since kindergarten, was his best man. He's running his 36th consecutive. And at 1:00, they're taking the quarter century club photo. So it's anybody who's run over 25 consecutive Boston marathons. So I think that would be a very cool picture to see because that's consistency, dedication.
That's history.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like curious to know how many people are going to be in that photo.
I've seen that photo before because Dave McGilvery's in it, Mike Beeman's in it. So is it always in front of the Boston Public Library or do they change this photo up every year?
I don't know. I wonder if that's something that I'm sure they're on a special email.
Yeah.
Maybe they do switch it up and do a different spot, but I'm not sure.
That's pretty cool. So, hey, thank you so much, everyone who did these Boston miniseries. Let me tell you, that was a lot of work. And I enjoyed doing it. And at some points, I was like, wow, we took on a lot here. And sadly, we had to turn a few people down after we just kept getting people asking and asking and asking. And they would say, hey, someone told me to do this. Like, I even turned down a super awesome friend of the pod, Josh Vernon.
Oh, really?
Right. So we had to turn down a few, which was really hard to do, but just the time thing. We talked to God, after this is all done and after next week when we have a few more, I think we're going to be close to 30 people.
Isn't that
30
crazy?
people in a month.
I have to tell you though, dude, I went to track all of our friends, all of the pod fam. You can only track 50 people and I have more than that to track. So talking Monday,
Well,
I'm going to need
we
help
need to
tracking
figure it out
people.
for Monday. So let's talk about Monday. Like we have our special guest coming and he goes, I gave away part of it.
No, you already did in another episode.
I think I fixed it though. But anyways.
No. Oh, did you? Oh.
They said.
There's no going back now.
You can edit that whole part out of
it. They has 8 people to track. And I said, you just need to track your 8 people. We're not going to track them. You need to track them. And we maybe need to conquer and divide here.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer. Like, all right, Erika, you focus on 10. Tara, you focus on 10. Lindsey, Jay, everyone focus on a few.
100% gonna need some help.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Was it when we were in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Maybe because we were, I kept naming people and you were like, I don't have them. I don't have
They're
them.
on
I need
my
them.
list. Yep.
Well, the problem is.
I typed it all out. It's in a Google Doc.
The problem is you're buried in your phone the entire time.
Right.
Right. And I just eventually put the phone away. And I was like, I know they're going to find us. If they want to find us, they're going to find us. Because they know where we are. So remember, mile 19, it's more like 19.2, maybe 200 yards after the aid station on your left. On your left. Okay. What is our game plan? What time are we going to arrive? We're thinking
as early as we can manage, man, because we want to set up, get a good spot. We're thinking hopefully around 9:30 we can park and then walk over and be there settled by 9:45, 10 o'clock.
I like that. I really like that.
What time do the elites start?
They start at 9:30ish, I think.
Oh, okay.
But they fast. They're real fast. And we just
and you have the wheelchair division too. They're one of the first ones we see.
Yes.
I have a thought. I know we're all going to meet, and I'll share. If you guys want to meet at the same spot, I'll share. Send me a DM. I'll share the location. I kind of think like we could pack the truck and drive the truck as close as we can get it, so we don't carry everything a mile like last year.
Yeah,
and then I can drive the truck back and park it and walk.
Oh, gotcha. Because I do have the little rolly, what is it? Wagon.
But that's a hill. We have a hill and we have to carry, like, if we just all meet and throw everything in the truck and take 1 or 2 people, actually, we could take as many as 4. And then I get as far as I can, at least up the hill, and we can take everything out and then he can roll it. I'll bring the truck back.
That's true.
Yeah. Smart. I went to college, Plymouth State University, baby. I'm smart. Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
Earn that degree.
So we'll be there. Another thing I'm really thinking, and we tried this last year, you bought a power supply, though, and I think this is going to be easier to do. We are thinking, and the weather's looking pretty good for this. If it was rain, even a hint of a drop, I wasn't going to do this. But we will bring microphones. At least 2. And at some points, we'll just like update or this or that, or maybe we have them ready to go live when someone comes by. I am thinking when you come by, we'll have a microphone somewhere. And instead of me with my phone trying to get content, I want you and me, or Tara at times, Lindsey at times, to have a microphone and say, how do you feel? You know, what are you running for?
Report. Yes.
Yeah. Have you had a code brown? We should have a sign that says, had a code brown? Tell us with the microphone.
Question mark?
Right.
Code brown check 360. Turn around.
Right. I also need other people who are there to help get some content. Take the video and then send it to me, and I'll make a wicked cool reel. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Do you guys have experience with those mini mics?
We bought some cheap ones, and they didn't work with my work phone.
Work? Okay.
It depends on phones and everything, and they need to be Bluetooth to go to the recorder. It goes on your phone, takes up all that phone space. I have no space on my phone left. Yeah, there are some I want to buy that are Bluetooth, but you get like a 3-pack for like $300, and they work with the recorder. Just timing wise, we can do this next year. And now that we have power, because you went and bought like a wicked heavy duty power box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's for when I go camping and doing my ridiculously long ultra races. So.
But it has enough power to power the big recorder I bought.
I mean, it should, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So, and that can work.
Yes.
That can work in the future with Bluetooth microphones.
We
just didn't get it in time.
But we have it now.
Steps. Big things are happening. Steps. I meant the microphones in time. We got your thing.
Cue the song, I've Got the Power.
We really do need these.
I got the power.
Bluetooth. Maybe I go to Best Buy and buy one. Then we don't have to deal with the wires. I'm going to sleep on this. I'm going to research this.
Where's the accountant? Check the books. See what you got.
Yeah. Where's the accountant? The admin. The guy, the one who does everything.
Who's an accountant? Who wants to be on payroll?
It pays really well, right,
yes.
Tara? Tell them what you get paid. Tell them about the benefits.
I get 10% of nothing.
How about the benefits, though? The benefits are really
the benefits are great. It's great, especially when you just are like, hey, I'm from On the Runs podcast, so let me in here. Thank you.
That you get recognized. You get recognized more than me.
Guys, the girl in Georgia. I got recognized in Georgia.
How fun is that?
I mean, it's happening. It's happening.
Yes.
I might wear my pterodactyl shorts for Saturday's run.
Nice.
Ooh, there you go.
Nice. So let's talk weather, guys. First off, Saturday, you mentioned it earlier, 80 degrees.
Eek.
I have been weather stalking, and I'm not even doing anything for besides cheering on the marathon day. But I have noticed that I feel like I don't even want to talk about it because it's gonna jinx it.
It's gonna be epic.
Should I not? It's not gonna rain. Knock on wood. It's not gonna
the
rain.
high is 61, so that could be. I mean, for the people the charity runners, and that was me last year, but it was 71, and that was not. That was.
You're gonna be good because we checked the other day, and the temperature was a little lower, so it has gone up. But you know what's gone down? The humidity.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
It's now to
beautiful.
35%.
Lovely.
It's going to be a great day, guys. Runners, spectators,
Regardless.
it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great freaking day.
Yes.
Thank
So
goodness.
excited.
And I love how like most of the people that you guys interviewed for Boston Weeks were treating it as a victory lap. I love that so
Yes,
much.
that's
Me
the way to go.
too.
Boston isn't one of those races that you want to PR. You know, and it's honestly like it's such a blast. I had so much fun last year. And I don't even think running 26.2 miles is fun. And I had a freaking blast. Like the memories are coming up on my phone and I'm like still smiling ear to ear. It was so much fun. So much fun.
Well, the memories, like on the story I posted a couple times for the reel from last year, you had one of the best, clips I got where you're like, this is so awesome.
I was like, best day ever.
Best day ever. That was it. Yeah.
Yes.
Best day ever.
It honestly was. It was so great. And it was like, did I feel great? Absolutely not. I think I told you guys I was a dumpster fire, but I was like, this is so much fun.
But that's what we want it to be for everyone. We want them to have a blast, to enjoy themselves, to soak up everything that Boston has to give. Like,
right.
just
What is it? Smile
have
or you're doing it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Andy Glaze, for that.
That is
one.
everything in life. But it's like, you know what? There's so many people. I was thinking about this today. Like I got to run Boston twice. Granted, the year I did it when I hurt myself, that was not fun. But like 2 times. And there's people that never get to run it. So it's like, I'm just super thankful for that. And it's just such an amazing, iconic race. And everybody who's running this year, just have fun, soak it up. If it's not your day, it's not your day. It's not the end of the world. Like you're out there taking part in something that is just so amazing. And it's just going to just have fun with it.
Yes.
So,
Well said.
yeah, thanks. Sorry.
I should
I got
clip
a little
that.
emotional there.
I should clip that. Yeah. Yeah. I see a tear.
Yeah. No, I have goosebumps. It's just to think about it,
That's
it's like
the
not
magic of Boston.
not everybody gets to do it, and it's so amazing, and just don't take it for granted, and if don't get upset about it if you're not having a good day, because you're out there doing something that is amazing.
That's when you got to flip the mindset, though. You got to just be like, all right, this may not be going the way I had hoped, but what can I do to make it fun? What can I think? Who can I see? Who can I cheer for? Just anything that's going to make.
What did Michael Burns say? High five, everybody. Hug your family members.
High five the kids.
Yeah.
The kids, yes, yeah.
Take it all in. Party pace. Like, you just go all out.
Yeah.
Victory lap.
Yes. Go
It'll be awesome.
inspire the younger generations to go want to do something.
Like the Becca Peasies of the world, the 6-year-olds who get to see and get the high fives. Go do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hang out at mile 19. Just get it in under 6 hours, I guess, because what's the new rule? I don't know. Let's not get into that. But have fun, guys.
That's
5.5.
Well, no, 5:30 is when the
5:30 p.m.
PM. Yep, PM.
Oh, you guys are good.
Yeah.
You guys are golden.
Yeah.
Look for us. It's going to be a blast. We got the special guests. We got everyone. Mile 19 is going to be such a fun time. I'm kind of worried, like, everyone thinks it's so fun because they see the reels we make. There are some periods of hurry up and wait. But, it's going to be a great time. I'm so excited about that whole mile 19 buildup. I'm sorry, Erika. I'm kind of happy you didn't get in this year through the multiple ways you tried, because want to build it up. But next year, I am going to try to get you in the Boston Marathon. I promise. I'm going to try. We got some ways.
Be cool, but hey, I got a
You
backup
might need
plan,
to create some
cheering.
content for some people who said, okay, but they want something back. I'm not doing it for you.
That's a different story, but at least I know if nothing happens again, I will have such a fun time cheering as always, because I live for this stuff, you guys. I am your biggest cheerleader. I want to come cheer you on. So this is as much fun for me cheering as it is for you running, and I love every minute. But let me just say, if you're out there spectating, take a few minutes to take care of yourself. Use a bathroom. Don't go pee in a bush.
But don't
Eat some
destroy
food.
it.
Drink your water. Put on sunscreen. Just take care of yourself, because cheering actually does take a lot out of you. Like, I come home from that and I am exhausted just from yelling and cheering and having a blast. So just take a couple minutes and take care of yourselves. Water is your friend.
Go easy on the Easter snacks the night before. The jelly beans, go easy.
I mean, yeah.
Easter bunny's coming.
Get a good night's sleep if you can beforehand, if you're cheering.
Guys, this is my first time cheering at Boston.
I'm glad
first
we get
time
to
ever.
Be a part
I've
of
never
it. This is so great.
I know.
So
I'm a virgin.
So
Won't
hey,
make you babysit either.
oh, actually, you know what?
I'm off the hook.
I don't know. It's the initiation.
Oh no,
you're off the hook for future, but it's your first cheering time. You have to.
There's a rule
This
in
is
the
our
employee,
version of hazing. You have
the
to
employee
babysit.
handbook states no babysitting.
It absolutely does not state that. Erica has to babysit me sometimes. You have to babysit. Yeah,
I'm the one who's going to have to put sunscreen on your head, dude, unless you bring your Mexico hat.
See, we take care of each other here. We take care of our friends. And this this person is your friend.
Maybe I'll indulge Saturday and have a couple beers and make one of you take care of me then.
Well,
I do have to get back at some point for the kids.
I know. I don't even really drink anymore. I'm like boring.
Yeah, me too. That's
fine.
Honestly me too.
I like boring.
Boring's fun.
It is fun.
You do every night.
Books.
I read.
How's ever boring?
I love reading.
Yay!
I've read 12 books this year, and it's April.
And one of them was Susie Chan's.
Yes.
Ooh. Have you ever read the Why Run When book? Because one
of my favorites. It's on,
cool.
Top 5 books.
Big supporter of the pod.
Patrick.
So let's talk programming note real quick.
Sure.
The last couple years, I have dropped an OTR Classic on Tuesday, and we've dropped an episode the next week or a few days later. No OTR Classic this Tuesday. I don't know if an episode will come out this Tuesday. The goal is, if I can, we'll get all the recordings from the weekend into a little episode. And if I'm able, Erika, remember in your driveway last year, we did a little quick, what's up, everybody? This was the intro for the OTR Classic, which was Mike Beeman, I think, last year. We'll do a quick one and say this was our day at the race. It'll be very raw, unedited. It'll be a bunch of dots. More likely, it'll be out on Wednesday. I will say the following Tuesday will be the annual that we're making now, Boston Marathon Recap, where we have on 3 runners, usually always someone from the pod fam. That will be the following Tuesday. Also, I think the recap already has a guest scheduled to record with, correct?
We do.
So
when is that going to happen, by the way? You haven't told the Monday Night Media admin.
So I did actually text Lindsey today, and I asked her which day, because she was the one that was in communication with this person. And she said that they hadn't decided yet because she was waiting to hear back from them on which day worked better.
Okay.
Well, I'm hoping it's Tuesday, so then we could just drop a recap on Thursday.
Yeah, that would be ideal because it would be fresh off of the Boston Marathon.
And you have some plans on Wednesday. Don't forget.
Oh, the jacket party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that.
I know. I was like, oh, wait, is this a secret?
No.
Are you not, you can't go?
I'm actually still going to try to. Should I, does it cost money? No,
you just have to RSVP. So
I'm going to RSVP then. I'm going to do it tonight. And if I can get a babysitter, which I'm already getting one for Saturday. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I would love that. So I think you should try to get your guest to record with you on Tuesday. So it will drop on Thursday. And I think that guest is going to be somewhat of a test for the two of you.
Yeah, I have to reel it in.
It's going to be it's a serious conversation.
I don't do serious well.
Hey, that
life
person
is way too serious to begin with.
That person was really fun when we had them on.
He was great.
So
He was great. And oh my God, the reaction we got from him was great.
Yeah. Listen, I have 2 Taras, okay? I can be the serious, professional Tara when I need to be.
What happened on the recap last week, by the way? On the recap, the last one, where were the burps?
Oh, I don't know. I know.
I was a little disappointed in you.
Yeah.
But
don't worry. I've got some.
Was that sample 4? 4 samples. You're already underperforming.
I was not gassy. I will bring the gas.
You
next episode.
and Katie brought it in the car on the way home.
Oh,
so I still got my burp fix.
That was
may not have been recorded, but
I had some good ones in the car ride home. But I had a Coke after the race, and you give me a soda, and you better roll the windows down because they're going to shatter. That's how loud they come out.
That's the key.
Back to the programming note. We will have something, I hope. How about we just say we will record Tuesday? If your guest can't record on Tuesday, we can do on the runs and the recap together. You know what?
Yeah.
It's penciled in.
Yeah.
None of this is in ink. None of this is in ink. But we will try to get the raw something out on Wednesday, something out on Thursday, and then the big recap the following Tuesday.
And then, you know what happens after that Tuesday?
No.
May 1st, huge Monday Night Media premiere.
Ooh.
Huge.
Yes.
Potentially May 9th, a week later, if we can't get everything done in time. But
Mayday.
we will announce it, though. We will
It's
announce
gonna
it.
be May.
Yes! I knew I loved you. Sorry, that is my life for like the next couple of weeks.
Yes. That would have been a great answer when he said, "Do you know what's going to happen next week?"
Yeah.
It's gonna be May.
Missed
Well,
opportunity.
She knows already, like, what I'm going to say to her.
Yeah.
Instead of don't forget to stretch on that Tuesday, it's going to be, hey, Erika, take us home. See you guys next week because...
Every little thing I do. Guys, you don't even know my love for that song. It knows no bounds.
Well, anyways, my hope is on Tuesday, the Tuesday we do the recap in the outro, we will premiere the trailer or something, release the big news of this Monday Night Media news, potentially the week later. But it's going to be great because, Erika?
It's gonna be May.
Yeah. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, real quick recap. Saturday, we'll be at the 5K. Then we'll be at the Expo. We're going to be at Marathon Sports from 1 to 3 for Laura Green. And I'm really excited for this one. Alexi Pappas. I'm so excited for that.
Me too.
Then around 4 o'clock, Sam Adams Tap Room in the Faneuil Hall area. Plan B, the Greatest Bar.
Yes.
Keep watching the Instagram stories. I'll be posting. Maybe we have Pterodactyl posting. Maybe Eric is posting too. Check out the Allie G Instagram story too. She's going to be there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of walking. I'm actually moving my long run to Friday, and I'm getting to run with a pretty awesome friend. Looking at you right now, Eham.
It's me. I'm also doing my long run on Friday. I have 15 miles.
Thanks for the invite.
I don't even know what time we're running, Tara, but it's going to be like...
We haven't figured it out yet.
It's going to be like your 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
No,
so like,
I'm thinking, okay, let's plan this right now. What about 9 a.m.?
I can do 9.
What about 9:30? So I can like get a proper warm up in and everything.
I can do
30 minutes of
possibly.
I'll do 3 miles, then 6 miles with you.
Oh wait,
and
how
then
many
I'll
miles do you have to do?
15.
Oh, I'm doing.
I know
6.
you're not doing that, so that's why I'm
Okay.
like, I'll go do some, and then I'll do some with you, and then I'll finish
Gotcha.
off. on my own.
Gotcha. Yeah, I will do like 30 minutes of work from the car in the parking lot, and then I want like 15 minutes of proper warm up. Like I've learned with that warm up, I get a good run.
Yeah.
So
just wait till you
That's
get
the way.
older.
what are you saying? I got to look
Don't
forward
forget to retch.
You gotta like look forward to getting out of bed and something hurting that didn't hurt the day before, and you injured yourself
Not
sleeping.
there yet.
Hey, there's one more thing in my notes I have, but we don't have time to talk about it. Tara, on the next recap, I want to hear about the Masters.
Yes.
Please.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
You want to tell me about it? You were in your zone.
Yeah.
You had hard nips the entire
I would
weekend,
never not
and
want
you're
to talk about it.
dripping.
It was insane. I just want to say one thing. The best part about it was that you could not bring a phone in. I spent the
I know.
entire day
Yeah.
with no phone, and it was such an awesome thing. I thought I was going to stress about that.
Do you think you could do a whole episode, like 30 minutes on the Masters?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We'll talk. We're going to do that. Bonus
Yes.
episode.
I could
Bonus
probably
recap.
have, you know what? Maybe I could have, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. What's his name? I went to he went to Kingswood High School.
Oh, Chad. The
Chad.
Clydesdale runner.
Yes, because he's a golfer. I could do like a recap, running, golf, segue.
I'll make a phone call.
Yeah. Sorry, Chad, I forgot your name.
No, she didn't, because it's the Clydesdale runner. You were
The
thinking like
I was thinking I
you
was
were,
like
you
the
were
horse
thinking
guy.
like what's just the horse guy.
The horse guy.
The Clydesdale. I'm
He's
the filly.
he's
the
actually
Clydesdale.
our next our Tro's guest, but he's actually has a mission, a goal that he's going to make us purchase things.
Oh,
Make
Yeah.
you purchase things, not me.
You too. You said you would do it too.
No, I just said I'd be there. I have like 700 pairs of shoes. I am the ultimate consumer, and that's not a good thing.
I'll buy anything. Let me know if you need me.
This is great. You guys
Hop
are
on.
awesome. Tara, thanks for coming on the pod. Lindsay, I'm sorry we couldn't get you on. You couldn't make it. I think she's at a graduation. So that's good, right?
No, her daughter
National
got into,
Honor Society.
Yeah.
Honor Society.
So
something to school.
Congrats,
Something to
Madison.
Madison.
Congrats, Madison.
Yes, awesome. Congrats.
I was not smart in high school. I mean, I was, but
I tried
just
to get
didn't-
into
We're
that, but they
street
didn't want
smart.
me.
I was
Madison
a jock.
is smart.
Yeah. I would rather hit golf balls and shoot basketball than study. So,
Well, this was great. Guys, have fun. If you see us, say hi. I hope
Please.
to meet so many of you. Good luck on Monday. Come by mile 19. It's going to be a blast. Erika, take us home.
I hope everybody has an epic 5K, an epic marathon weekend. Thank you guys for listening. You know we love you.
Tara, what do you usually say at the end of the podcast?
I just want to say, everybody that's running on Monday, if you're running, there's plenty of porta potties, so don't trust a fart.
And don't fear the code brown.
And don't forget to stretch.
3, 2, 1, yeah!
How was that? Let me know. Let me know. This is kind of weird. This is things I do when I'm by myself. And then I'm like, thank God I live alone because nobody is seeing what I'm doing. But now I'm realizing I'm recording this, so you're going to see it.